Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm Ash.
And I'm Matt.
We're the yoga couple. Welcome to Sacred Yoga Institute. Our mission here at Sacred Yoga Institute is to help you, genuine spiritual seekers who want to transition out of their day-to-day job into a path that's more meaningful and conscious. And we do that by working with you one-on-one and in a group format in this 8-month apprenticeship program, where we help to develop your natural talents and skills as yoga teachers and healers. And we also help you to develop your own personal brand.
This is really the cutting edge of yoga, because we want to bring in not just, helping you become a master of the yoga asana, but how to genuinely create transformation of consciousness and help people heal and really actually get in touch with the real roots of what yoga was intended to be, which was a healing, ascending craft of helping people get more in tune with their true self, finding more happiness, finding more peace in their life. And we want to actually give you the tools and apprenticeship and the mentorship to be able to achieve that.
Yeah, at Sacred Yoga Institute, you're not going to just learn how to sequence a fitness class. You're going to learn how to teach and conduct experiences that facilitate healing and expansion of consciousness. And we do this in a myriad of ways by teaching you the traditional roots of yoga rooted in Tantra and Hatha Yoga. But we also move into holistic psychology, and we look at the psychology of yoga in a sense and help you to connect the dots of why are you even teaching people to do these poses, and what are these breath work exercises actually intended for, and what is the goal and the aim, and where are they moving people to. We also teach you how to conduct inner work processes, which are more of transformational facilitation journeys that guide people through guided meditations, visualizations, or literal physical processes where they can work out the kinks and the knots of past programming. And this training is just so full of a myriad of modalities that you can use and take in any different direction and really personalize it for your own personal brand of how you want to help heal people and change people's lives.
Right, and this is one of the coolest things about that is we want to equip you as a yoga teacher, but as a healer and a facilitator. And like Ash was saying, the beautiful thing about that is you can craft your own version of what that's going to look for you and what you really resonate with the most and how that looks. Maybe you want to stick with more of just mastering the asana and teaching in a studio or something like that. Or maybe you really get drawn to working with people one-on-one and maybe counseling and leading healing retreats or processes. This is the fun of what we want to help offer you, is you can take this knowledge and this wisdom and do something that truly lights you up and gives you a sense of fulfillment and lets you access that passion to be the healer and the teacher that you really want to be.
Exactly. And this isn't something that happens overnight. So this process of stepping into the seat of a teacher and facilitating healing for people takes deep study and commitment and ultimately time. So in order to ensure your success of coming out of this program confident and actually having experience when you graduate, you're not going to graduate and come out as a brand new teacher or wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, brand new healer. From day one of this training, we work with you and guide you on actually teaching, actually putting yourself in front of the camera, in front of the room, and guiding and leading. It's very interactive, and we do this over an 8-month period. So it's not a fast track. You're not going to go in and do a normal 200-hour training with this. You are going into an actual trade and an actual 8-month study program that is going to equip you with so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and so much practice and experience that by the time you come out of the 8-month program, you already have 200 hours of practice teaching under your belt, 200 hours of teaching experience, 200 hours of inner work facilitation experience. You come out already been teaching and leading instead of coming out starting from scratch. And I think that is really what sets us apart from other programs. And all of our trainees are so surprised and shocked that by the second month, they've already taught and led so many things that they didn't realize how much teaching and guiding experience that they were going to get in this program.
Yeah, this is really another one of our favorite parts, because the traditional setup is, it very much so can sometimes feel like you're drinking out of a fire hose.
Yeah.
And it's so much information and it's so quick that you don't really have time to process it and to really get into the nitty gritty of like perfecting it and asking questions. But with the 8 months, it gives you that time and practice and assimilation of the information so you can really like get it, you know? And that's another one of our favorite aspects of this. It also allows us time for us to keep checking in with you. And that's another one of the coolest things that we can't reiterate enough is we're going to be apprenticing with you, helping you through all your questions, perfecting this wisdom for you, really helping it sink in, and personalizing it for you. And in a shortened time frame, it's just kind of almost impossible to do that. But this 8-month format gives us the ability to really dive into some amazing things and make sure it's truly digested and personalized.
Another really cool aspect of this training is clearly the world is moving into a digital age. With everything that happened in 2020, it can be more obvious how relevant being online is. When I did my yoga teacher training, when Matt did his yoga teacher trainings, online was unheard of and actually frowned upon because it was seen as lesser than doing an in-person training, and how far off we were as a community for thinking that, because it couldn't be more necessary now to know how to teach, to gather people, and to conduct your personal brand online than it is today. And we guide and teach you on how to take everything that you're learning and not only be able to lead in-person experiences, like Matt said, retreats, yoga classes, all the things that you would do in person, but we also fully satisfy your education and learning how to do this online, which is so new. And
rare, yeah.
Luckily, we've been doing online for several years, I think 6 or 7 years now, and this is like second nature to us. So we pass on all of our wisdom so that you can start off right away with an online personal brand, know how to attract students and retain students online, how to create experiences that are just as potent as an in-person experience online through a digital course or through a live group, and create an email list and offerings and things that are going to sustain you into this new future of having to survive online, really. And if you didn't get that education in the past, you can see now that you would be in a really hard space today if we weren't prepared for moving online. So one of the things that we are so proud of and so excited about is that we are pretty much one of the first yoga teacher trainings to really be teaching you to teach online, which is incredible. And so many of our students they're doing that. They're really taking it and turning it into their own online personal brand.
Yeah, and the other fun thing about it that I like is you're going to reach people all over the world.
Yeah.
And that's another one of the really fun things in so many different ways with other side things that I'll do with this healing work with maybe a one-on-one basis. I have people all over the world. I have people like in Australia, throughout Europe, throughout Asia. Like, it's so cool to be able to give this healing wisdom to anyone in the world because of the power of the internet and being online. So that's another just fun component of you're not limited anymore to just the people in the immediate vicinity.
We even have trainee students right now in our training
all
over the world.
It's so cool.
It doesn't matter what time zone you're in, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in the United States or you're in Australia, wherever you are in the world, it does not matter. We have students all over the globe right now in this yoga teacher training. We have a handful of students who English is their second language, and they're learning to teach both in their native language and in English. And it doesn't matter where you are. the whole amazing thing about online is that it's accessible. You can do this from home, you can do this on your own time, and because of the internet, we can live stream to you wherever you are on the planet. So I want to talk about how this program works, that you understand the different components that we've arranged and organized to optimize your success in home study. The first part of this program is that we have live weekly workshops with you over the entire 8-month program. And these live workshops are 3 hours long, once a week, and the topics change and range from month to month. We change the time of that workshop every month and bounce around so that all of our students have the opportunity to attend live. But if you can't attend live 1 month or however it works out, it's okay, because everything is recorded, and we have a tracking log where you can watch that recorded live session that we did, let's say yesterday, and you can watch it today on your own time and then track that you watched it so that you're held accountable and that we know where you are in the program. Secondly, with those lives is that every week when we have those lives, our trainees get the opportunity to teach live on Zoom with us and get personalized feedback in real time from us and from the other students. This is huge and amazing because it really encourages you to just put yourself out there and get it out and say it live rather than recording yourself over and over again. And it puts you in that position to just do it.
Yeah, and I would say too, the fun thing is, if you're watching a replay, you're still getting to see us every week live, right? So we're still very connected, and it also allows you to ask questions. So in that, same, as soon as you watch the replay, you can just go right to the commenting and questioning, and we'll just get right back to you. So you're still very in touch no matter what. We can't reiterate that enough, that it's very, very hands-on. We are literally checking in with you every day.
Yeah, and another part of that is you have your own self-study trajectory as well. So this is a ongoing training. You can enroll at any time because we have this block schedule of 8 months. Every topic that we do live, we repeat every 8 months. You can come in at any point because it will revolve. It's a revolving door. So you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. The workshop we did last month is eventually going to repeat.
Come back around.
And while those are happening, while those live workshops are happening, you also have your self-study portal. So these are blocked off by months. You have month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, and we hold you accountable and check in with you on a regular basis that you have your goals for the month and that you're going to finish your self-study content. And self-study content for each month is a mixture of pre-recorded videos, required reading from our required textbooks or teacher training manual. It's tests and quizzes, and then again, teaching assignments. So if you couldn't make the live and you didn't get to teach in the live, don't worry. There's assignments in every single month for you to practice teach. And how that works is we have a peer group. We have a private group where we are constantly posting and sharing in this group with only our students and our teacher training, and they are sharing their videos. They're teaching in front of the group. You could do this by going live in the group on your own time. Whenever you could just go live and start teaching, or you can pre-record and submit that into the group. But the point is every month you have a handful of assignments for you to practice teach based on what you learned that month. And you're going to get feedback from Matt and myself as well as the rest of the group inside our private peer group.
Yeah, so again, it's super fun, just like it would be in an in-person training. We're all together. Other students are taking your classes. You could even let them all know, like a couple days in advance, hey, I'm going to go live on this date. And they're like, great, I'll be there for your class. And they can show up and support you. It's really cool. It really is super fun.
We're very connected.
Very connected. And really, there together as a community.
Which brings me to the last part. So there's this 4 parts. You have your live workshops, you have your self-study portal and all of your assignments, you have the private peer group, and then lastly, you get mentorship calls with us. Over the course of the 8 months, you're doing mentorship calls where you schedule a call with us every other month. We hop on a call with you, and we are one-on-one in private with you, guiding you, helping you build your personal brand, answering all of you can literally ask us whatever you want. You are on the phone with us, and we are guiding you and supporting you on your journey to becoming a yoga teacher, a healer, inner work facilitator, and creating your own personal brand. And we're there for you one-on-one, which is unreal.
Yeah, unheard of
this
again.
is impossible in an in-person training because it's way too fast.
It's too
2
fast.
to 4 weeks, and there's how many dozens of students in there, and there's no way the teacher could do one-on-ones that often. So because it's over 8 months and because it's online, we are able to call you and talk to you one-on-one throughout the entire training. So that's kind of how the training works. And what we're finding is that this is, in so many ways, in-person has its benefits, this has its benefits, but we are blown away and so impressed with the success watching the students who are doing the long format program of how much they're transforming and stepping into a teacher, because that long format, that self-study, that long pacing, the live workshops, the one-on-ones with us, the continuous feedback they're getting over 8 months, it's really developing them into incredible teachers. And if you have any fears about if online is going to be less than an in-person training, let us just put you at ease that we are 100% confident that you are going to be blown away. It will surpass your expectations, and it will be far more than you expected.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest feedbacks that we're getting, is that a lot of the students, some of them might have thought, oh, I was maybe going to wait and do it in person, but I'm just going to go for it. And the number one feedback is, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did this, because this is, it just blows their minds, and they reflect on it now, and they're like, wow, I can see how I actually would not have wanted to do the in-person. I would have wanted to do it this way. So it's been really fun to get that feedback and to hear that not only were they maybe skeptical at first, but then they were blown away by, they actually would never have had it any other way. So that's actually really fun to see, because it's so exciting to see that incredible, switch in how excited they are about it. And it honestly is really rewarding to be able to have all of that time, because you really get the nurturing and cultivation as a teacher that you deserve.
So let's talk about the results. So you're going to come out of this program after 8 months, and you're going to be a different person. You're going to have
Absolutely.
8 months of diving deeply into your spiritual study and your yoga practice. You are going to have one-on-one, hands-on mentorship with Matt, myself, and a community of like-minded spiritual seekers who are on the same path, uplifting you, inspiring you, and sharing in this journey. You're going to come out of this training already a teacher, already a healer, because
a lot.
You will have taught already for 8 months. By the time you come out of this program, you are going to feel so confident, and you will have your personal brand developed and established. You will probably, before you graduate, already have
started
classes, clients, offerings.
Yep.
You will come out of this program already doing it, already being it. Graduation will just be another step in that journey. You'll receive your certificate, and your certificate's going to come after you've already been teaching, because you're going to start right away. So the results is that you're going to be living your dream. You're going to be stepping into your dharma and finally becoming and doing the thing that you always knew you were meant to be. And it just starts with the first step. And having the mentorship and the teachers and people who are already doing what you know you want to be doing, guiding you and helping you along the way. You have your own unique gift. You have your own unique talents. And our job as your mentors and teachers is not to cookie box you into a cookie cutter way of doing things.
Or teach you our way.
We want to pull out of you your talents and gifts and reveal to you your strengths and help just reflect to you your potential, and then just guide you along the way so that you can step into your unique path that you know you're meant to be on.
Yeah, this is what it's really all about, is we want to help you cultivate your gift, your talents, and again, it comes all back to that personal brand and helping you feel empowered with what it is you want to do. Because a lot of our students have various different things they want to focus on.
Yeah, some of our students are personal coaches. Some of our students are really focusing on only working with women and being in alignment with women's cycles. Some of our students want to focus on chakra psychology. Some of our students are just interested in inner work or human design and astrology even we go over in this training. So you can couple that with the yoga and with all the meditation and the breath work and take it in any angle that you desire.
Yeah, one more thing too that was cool about that Ash mentioned about the community that's really different from a traditional setup is that you also get to be in contact and in touch with students who are further along than you, and that's really kind of cool because it's almost like they get a chance to be kind of a mentee or a mentor-mentee relationship with that dynamic is because you get to also see the students who are maybe a few months ahead of you and you're all in it together. So again, it's really cool because they can support you and you have other people that can relate to where you've been. You're not just with a bunch of other people who are at the exact same stage with you. So it's fun to get to see all the different stages and steps and be inspired by that. And again, get so many ideas because of these wonderful people, really inspiring. You're surrounded by all these great, inspiring people.
They often end up working together in some way. They do podcast interviews, they guest teach for each other, and it's also a really great way to network.
Yeah, and the other cool thing about that too is, again, since there's such a range of backgrounds, you're also getting incredible cross, pollination of wisdom. We'll have like personal trainers or maybe a physical therapist or someone who's in a therapy, they're a therapist already or a psychologist, right? You're getting all these different backgrounds coming together and you're getting to be in this beautiful incubator together and just, be filled with all that different wisdom.
So we invite you to join us. If you have any questions, we have an application process or you can book a call with us, and either of those routes will be in contact with you and able to answer your questions. We also have a video down below where we interview two of our students. I think they were pretty new in the program, maybe only like 3 months in when we interviewed them. And so you can see what their experience was like being in this online program. And we look forward to hearing from you and hopefully being in community with you over the next 8 months and mentoring you and guiding you on this amazing big step in changing your life path. Namaste.
Namaste.